everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to my channel, Colleen C to Serendipity. Welcome in my new viewers and welcome back to my Serendipity subbies. Today is November 24th, 2022, and I would like to bring you this day in history. On the origin of species by means of natural selection, a groundbreaking scientific work by British naturalist Charles Darwin is published in England on November 24th, 1859. Darwin's theory argued that organisms gradually evolved through a process he called natural selection. In natural selection, organisms with genetic variations that suit their environment tend to propagate more descendants than organisms of the same species that lack the variations, thus influencing the overall genetic makeup of the species. Darwin, who was influenced by the work of the French naturalist Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck and the English economist Thomas Malthus, acquired most of the evidence for his theory during a 5-year surveying expedition aboard the HMS Beagle in the 1830s, visiting such diverse places as the Galapagos Island and New Zealand. Darwin acquired an intimate knowledge of the flora, fauna, and geology of many islands, of many lands. The information, along with his studies in variation and interbreeding after returning to England, proved invaluable in the development of his theory of organic evolution. The idea of organic evolution was not new. It had been suggested earlier by, among others, Darwin's grandfather, Erasmus Darwin, a distinguished English scientist, and Lamarck, who in early 19th century drew the first evolutionary diagram, a ladder leading from one-cell organism to man. However, it was not until Darwin that science presented a practical explanation for the phenomenon of evolution. Darwin had formulated his theory of natural selection by 1844, but he was very weary to reveal his thesis to the public because it was so obviously contradicting the biblical account of creation. In 1858, with Darwin still remaining silent about his findings, the British naturalist Alfred Russel Wallace independently published a paper that essentially summarized his theory. Darwin and Wallace gave a joint lecture on evolution before the Linnean Society of London in July 1858, and Darwin prepared on the origin of the species by means of natural selection for publication. Published on November 24th, 1859, Origin of the Species sold out immediately. Most scientists quickly embraced the theory that solved many puzzles of biological science, but Orthodox Christians condemned the work as heresy. Controversy over Darwin's idea deepened with the publication of The Descendant of Man and Selections in Relation to Sex, 1871, which he presented evidence of man's evolution from apes. By the time Darwin's death in 1882, his theory of evolution was generally accepted. In honor of his scientific work, he was buried in Westminster Abbey beside kings, queens, and other illustrious figures from British history. Subsequently, developments in genetics and molecular biology led to modifications in accepted evolutionary theory, but Darwin's ideas remain central to the field. I want to thank you for watching today, and I want you to stay safe and stay blessed, and remember to smile, because I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. Count your blessings today, everybody. Bye. I'll see you in my next video.